what are some of the main aims and how it was structured to address the need?
Yeah, so I mean, I've already touched upon the evolution moving from a capacity to a competency-based model. I think that has been extremely relevant for us, especially because it enabled us to deliver on what we call our procurement value offering. And what I mean with the value offering is that we've created basically a service model whereby we are delivering different types of services to the organization beyond traditional sourcing. And so if we wanted to deliver on all these services that we had identified, it was clear that we needed different type of competencies in the organization. I think a second one for us was we were seeking efficiency gains. We wanted to become more efficient. And so basically we realized that how we were organized, whether it was from a hierarchical point of view or from a regional point of view or a category point of view, is that we were operating quite silo driven. I mean, you had categories with buyers in it, and you would have countries with buyers in it, which basically prevented us from really allocating the resources there where the business needs them, and so really in alignment with business priorities. And it's not because we have a specific marketing spend that the urgency or the need from a strategic point of view isn't that, but also from a hierarchical point of view, it's really testing the waters with self-governing teams, not having hierarchical lines for everything in place. And then I think a second thing that we've also changed is this notion of category. For example, what we've done is we've moved towards spend journeys. And what we call a spend journey is, I mean, you could traditionally compare it to a category, but what we wanted to achieve is a different kind of thinking of the individuals in that particular role. So for example, instead of looking at an HR category and looking at recruiting in isolation or training in isolation or all these types of things, what we thought is, let's think about the hire to retire process as a whole and the experience that employees, for example, are going through. And then how does that translate into spend allocated across the globe? So really stimulating our teams to think differently, and also then, I mean, connect better into the organization to ultimately, like I said, become a trusted advisor. I think the last thing that really was a key aim is this concept of self-service and technology. I mean, I'm a firm believer that if companies do not leverage technology which is out there for procurement purposes, so no longer procurement technology to make procurement departments more efficient, but actually procurement or technology to make procurement departments obsolete for some of the activities that we used to do, is going to be a very huge enabler or catalyst, which will allow us to really deliver this value beyond savings.